Yeah, yo, it's Thursday night. Time to hit the grind. Pasta Z, turn your lid, always keeping it refined. Tomorrow's in the mix, gotta bring the heat. We're hosting real talk, man, comedy beat. State, local, national news on the scene. Breaking it down, we know what you mean. Hot topics flowing like we're in a dream. Tune in at 6, let's hear the teams beam. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Pasta's is wisdom, he's leading the pack, bringing truth to the table. Nothing we lack, Tanya Lynn's knowledge, always on point. Breaking down the stories, never disappoints. Tamara's got the flair, making waves so loud. We're real with our thoughts, standing out in the crowd. You don't wanna miss it, this ain't no fuss. Discussing what matters, it's a must for us. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Every week we shine, every voice is heard. From politics to culture, we're spreading the word. Got a lineup of guests, bringing flavor so sweet. So listen in close, get ready to feel the beat. We breaking it down, the issues we face, discussing the real, no need for a chase. From community matters to nationwide trends. Pastor Z, Tanya, and Tamara making amends. You got questions, we got answers too. Join the Real Talk fam, we welcome you. Thursday at 6, don't let it slip by. Catch us live, it's the place to rely. Real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. Yeah, real talk, we got the vibe. Every week we come alive. Special guests, we talk it out. Giving views, that's what we're about. So bring your coffee, your tea in hand. Real Talk Podcast, it'll be so grand. Pastor Z, Tanya, and Tamara lay it down with every episode. Wear that crown, we're here to inspire, to spark the flame. Real Talk is the title, remember the name.
Real Talk with Pastor Z, Tanya, and more. Join us every Thursday, you'll be begging for more. With Tamara on deck, and the tea overflowing. You know this is the vibe. Let the good times keep growing. Yeah, let the good times keep growing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Every Thursday evening, we're tuning in right. Pastor Z, Tanya Lynn, bringing truth to the light. Got the crew gathered, so bring all the tea. Tomorrow's in the mix, come on, you gotta see. State, local, national, we cover it all. From the big headlines to the stories that call. Inviting our guests to share what they know. With open hearts and minds, let the realness flow. Real talk, let's vibe with the beat. Gather around the screen, feel that rhythm and heat. We got the info, we're keeping it real with pastors and friends. This is the deal, tune in at 6. Don't you dare miss, join the combo, it's a hit, your bliss. Yeah, yeah. Scrolling down the feed, who's featured today? We're lifting our voices that have something to say. Tomorrow's got the scoop and the laughter too. With a lively discussion, we're breaking right through. Diving into topics that really ignite. Shining a light on what's wrong or what's right. From community buzz to what's hot on the ground. We're here to provide the stories profound. Real talk, let's vibe with the beat. Gather around the screen, feel that rhythm and heat. We got the info. We're keeping it real with pastors and friends. This is the deal. Tune in at 6. Don't you dare miss. Join the combo, it's a hit. Pure bliss. Awareness. Information, just open your mind. Our hearts are connected in this space intertwined. With every guest, new perspectives we find. Sharing
Real talk disclaimer. The information provided by the host on this platform is for education and awareness purposes only. All information provided on this platform is provided in good faith. We make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, validity, and reliability of information shared by the host or show guests. The views and opinions of guests on the show do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of the host of Real Talk. Under no circumstances do the host, show guests, sponsors, or affiliates assume responsibility for the actions of any viewer.
Our greatest glory is rising when we fall. So don't be discouraged, don't you be appalled. It's okay if you fall and maybe even lose your spark. Just make sure in the end you rise from the dark. It's time to rise up, time to work, and time to chase your dreams. The Lord has the final say, so your soul is redeemed. This message is to help you with your self-esteem, as faith will take you places that we have never seen.
Well, hello. Welcome to Real Talk. You have Pastor Z and the lovely Tanya Lynn. How you doing on tonight, Tanya?
I am well, Pastor Z.
You looking bright and bright-eyed and look
got
like
my red on tonight.
Got your red on tonight. We ready to roll, ain't we?
Ready.
All right. We know that Tamra, is not available at this moment. And may not be able to join us on tonight, but we do have a great show. Old school weekend went well, from what I understood, and also the step show down at the Oxford Civic Center. Those things that we promoted on last week, from my understanding, it was well participated and went very well. So we're excited to know that everyone can come together, have good, clean fun, and leave the way they came, okay? We ask that everyone go ahead and join us and speak to us as you join. Share it on your page. Share it on your page. Several ways that you're going to be able to join us on tonight. You can join us right here on Facebook Live. That's Z Andre Huff page, Bishop T page, your page, if you share it on your page. We ask that you would share it. We also have a Real Talk with Pastor Z and Bishop T page. So we ask that you would go ahead and just like that page or follow that page as well. Share that page so that others can view our show on tonight. Not only do we have a Facebook page, but we also have a YouTube page. That's right. Real Talk with Pastor Z, Bishop T. It's a YouTube page for those that do not have social media. Go ahead and pull that up and share that link with others so they can view what we have going on tonight. All right. So we're grateful and we're glad to have all of you to join us. We do ask that you would go ahead and say hello to us. We're going to do roll call in just a few minutes. But talk to me, Bishop, what we got going on?
It's a lot going on. What you mean? What we at? What we talking about? What's going on?
We'll bring our guests on in just a few minutes, but just share with us something about what is to come or what is happening right now. We know we have had good weather this week.
Yeah, and
expecting
I think
some
we got some
rain.
rain coming, don't we?
Yes, my mother had me in the yard the other day planting bushes and digging up bushes to plant some more bushes in those places. And so she want those bushes in place before the rain comes.
Before the rain,
What
listen,
mama wants,
what
mama gets.
I'm telling you.
All right.
But I did the next best thing to it. It's funny that you would mention that you were doing yard work. I have the lawnmower, I have the weed eater, and I bought all of it with the intentions of keeping up my mom's yard, but I had to get somebody to do it. The last thing I would have needed was for my mama to be standing before me and
You a silly girl.
so yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, Pastor Z. So I sent somebody over there to do it. But you made mention, I know our guest is coming on real shortly. I'm gonna miss Tom Tom tonight. But you made mention of old school, you made mention of the step show, and I really just heard good things with respect to the old school.
Hmm.
Said everything went well with the step show, but people really seem to have enjoyed old school, and I haven't heard anything but good comments from people who were at old school. But there's some good things coming up, and I can't remember. I'm sure our guest we will tell us about the entertainment that we have this coming weekend. But the city does the summer concert series, and so he'll have some information about that. And I think that we can really attribute a lot of the entertainment that we are experiencing in our city to our guest.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think we can,
So
he's
we know who to send an email to then.
send an email to, right? Send an email to. But he is really doing, I really think that overall, and you've heard me say it before, so I'm not saying anything that you haven't heard me say before. I do believe that this is a very energetic mayor. He has an energetic staff, and this gentleman that we're bringing on tonight, a large amount, the majority of the entertainment that we are experiencing, the groups coming and the things that are going on can be attributed to our guest tonight. His name is John Moore. He is the director of commercial development and community affairs, and so we welcome him to our show tonight. Now I'm glad you got that picture up. I'm
Yeah.
glad you got that
Did he tell you? Did he tell
he
you?
Yeah, because we had an event this morning, and
Mhm.
he was like, you put a bad picture of
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I really can't tell the difference.
but
I remember seeing them in coveralls, a hard hat, some safety boots. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And a broom in his hand. I worked with him at the steel plant.
he mentioned that you all go as far back as the steel plant.
Hmm.
But yeah, he wanted another picture, so I apologize to him. I didn't get time to take one picture out and put the other picture in. But we want to welcome for the first time to Real Talk. We want to welcome John Moore to the show tonight. The
Everybody
man
welcome John Moore to the show for the first time.
All right,
What's
is my mic on? Yeah, is my mic on? Is that right? I mean, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Hold up.
I love it. I love it. Hey, listen, thank y'all for having me tonight. I love the fact that y'all did that long disclaimer before the show started. And I thought, man, that must have been for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Okay, loud and clear.
Now, listen. We do house cleaning at the beginning of the show. So let me go ahead and tell you now. Everybody know you work out, okay?
You see him, don't you?
So you ain't got to do all that touching your chest, trying to.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I'm trying to. That's right.
We see it. We see it.
Well, at least I'm not showing the guns, You
listen to you. Between you and the mayor, I don't know what to do with y'all.
Hey, listen, we work hard in the afternoons at the gym. That's usually when we critique each other on what we did that day and how we could do better the next. It's normally me telling him how he could do better.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you know he was on the show a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3
Yeah.
weeks ago. So this is your time to go beyond what.
And he
And
will
then
do
maybe
it.
you'll come back and rate the two of you.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. I love it. I love it.
Talk to us. What we got coming up, man? I heard we have some great things coming up.
We actually do. Like we have just really kicked off what I consider to be our concert season. You know, our entertainment. It's kind of crazy for the city, and Bishop T, I tell you that during the holidays, Christmas is so packed with just activities. We have Christmas at the Falls, over 175,000 people that visit the Falls every year, and then we usually get a break for a couple of months, and then we decided we'd do this Lantern Festival at the Falls, and it ended up being a really big event for us. Like 50,000 visitors that came in over the spring Lantern Festival, which was just twice what we thought it would be. So we really hadn't had a chance to really catch our breath. And then during all this time, we've really been working hard for about 18 months on redoing the whole entire amphitheater, the Malt Glosser amphitheater right across the street in City Hall. And we have renovated it completely. We now have the big canopy over the stage. We have these plush seating, that's the bench seats around the rock. Now that you don't have to sit on that hot stone anymore.
Okay.
And we had a big Riley Green concert that came out last Tuesday, and it was sold out 3 minutes. Once we released those tickets a couple of months ago, we had big artists that have come in, and we have redone to create a green room space for the artists to show. We've got nice dressing rooms. The bathrooms have all been renovated. We really worked hard on our concessions where the bars and the food trucks sit. And so now it's time to really start stepping up our game and start really trying to bring in more quality entertainment. We kind of got away from that free concert series on that first Friday nights. And the reason why was just, it seemed like that it had run its course over the last 10 or 15 years, where the staff was really working real hard for 2 or 3 days at a time, and then you wouldn't have but just a couple of hundred people show up, and it just didn't seem like it was working anymore like it should. So we revamped last year and brought in some tribute bands and had some really good success with that. And so we thought, well, this year we'll add a couple of tribute bands and then maybe start playing around with bringing in some bigger named artists. And so Saturday night we'll have Pandora's Box, which is Aerosmith's tribute. They'll be here on Saturday night starting at 7 o'clock. Next Saturday night will be the Boys in the Band, which is an Alabama tribute band, the guys from up there in Fort Payne. And then following that, on May the 7th, we're bringing in the R&B group, the Power and Vogue. Those guys will be coming to Gadsden, and I'll tell you, just watching those emails coming through and seeing the things that they're going to be bringing to Gadsden. They've been on tour with Salt and Pepper and I think with TLC for a couple of months. And this is actually Gadsden's the first stop for their own solo tour. So I think that's a big thing for Gadsden. And really the Amp's a perfect place to do that. Gadsden's the great city to start their whole entire national tour. So we're excited about it and hope that everybody shows up and shows out on May the 7th.
This sounds good. Listen, I didn't know about the other concerts that you had coming up. The most recent ones, but I was hearing about In Vogue, and I was sharing with some people that maybe about 4 or 5 years older than me, and they was like, I don't remember them. I said, yes, you do. You remember In Vogue. You may know their music, but didn't know that's who they were. So we have few songs that we want to play just in case, just to remind some of the listeners who In Vogue really is. Okay, so let's take a listen to some of them. Coming to Gadsden, y'all. May 7th, 5:30 at the Amp. Maybe y'all remember some of that.
You are really a DJ.
That's it.
He is really a DJ.
He's getting into this.
You remember that, Tanya?
I remember that.
I love it. So this is really a high energy, a high impact show that's coming together. I think that's what I'm more excited about than anything. It's just to see that on stage.
That's probably the one I remember out of all of them.
Just a few of the songs that they have out, some of their greatest hits, and we're expecting to have them here May 7th at 5:30 at the amphitheater right here in Gadsden, Alabama. And you're looking at the man that is responsible for getting them in Gadsden, Alabama, Mr. John Moore.
I should have had you do the radio spot instead of Melcy.
John Moore should have been a comedian. We worked at the steel plant, man, and he was hilarious. I didn't know he had a serious bone in his body.
I don't.
I can tell. But my niece did a commercial. Can I play it?
Yes, and just to give you a background, I had decided to do some radio ads, and I wrote the radio spot and was trying to figure out how to place that ad with the right voice, and then it hit us that Melcy, she's got like this angel voice that would be perfect for it. So we reached out and made sure that she was the one that recorded it for us. So
okay. But let's
pretty impressed with what she was doing.
I was trying to get a video. I thought maybe y'all had a video commercial, but she said it was a voiceover. So let's see how my niece sound.
Gadsden, the iconic female R&B group in Vogue, is coming to the AMP on Thursday, May 7th. Relive the hits you love and sing along to the songs that defined a generation, up close like never before. Experience the energy, the harmonies, the unforgettable vibe, and one of the most intimate concert settings around. The AMP is quickly becoming the place for live music you don't want to miss. Don't wait. Grab your tickets now at cityofgadsden.com and be a part of the night everyone will be talking about.
Yeah,
love it.
Y'all show some love to my niece.
That's
Melcy.
exactly.
Yeah,
I love it. That's right. She does great.
She did a great job.
Did a great
She
job.
did. I told you, voice of an angel.
Yes.
That's right.
And
And then we've also got a Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson coming to the AMP tribute in June. I think it's June 12th, and I have to check on those dates. And then we'll finish up with Clint Black at the AMP on June the 25th. And then on July the 4th, I'll go ahead and let you guys know that we're working on we're moving the stage from the AMP over to the 4-lane, and we'll be blocking it off and basically rerouting the traffic just like we do for Riverfest. And it's going to become a Freedom Fest, and we'll have concerts out on the stage on that Friday and Saturday night. With food trucks and arts and craft vendors. And then the big thing that we've got coming is we're going to be doing a hot air balloons on the 4-lane during the Freedom Fest. And so we've got 7 hot air balloons coming to Gadsden, and then we've got 3 that are tethered that allow you to go up and down. And working through a little bit of some logistics on that right now, but should have all that put together for the 4th of July, and then we'll be shooting the fireworks off the bridge again. So we're expecting a huge crowd for the 4th. We can't wait.
Awesome. Guess who's on watching you?
I have no clue.
Walter Gunn. He said, "Get on the wheels, boy."
Him and O.R.C. Howard, probably.
Yeah, Walter Gunn said, "Oh Lord, John Moore." Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Walter Gunn was our supervisor at the steel plant. Yeah. So he knows John very well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
him and R.C. were big buddies.
Yeah, big buddies, wasn't they? We have a lot of people on that's watching. We didn't get a chance to do our shout out, but just let you know who's on. We have Miss Sheila Duckett. We have Latanya Mitchell Powell. We have Trent Ackles, Katrina Davis, Candy Bothwell, Mary Smitherman, Melcy Guyton, Tracy Maddock Cordell. We have Tamithia Ragland. We have, of course, we have Walter Gunn and Miss Elkra Tauber, my cousin. So we're glad to have all of you join us on tonight. Just sharing what's coming to Gadsden. May 7th is the big one that we're looking at. Now, how much are those tickets?
So right now we've actually put a special out there on those. You can go to cityofgadsden.com and click on the button that says buy tickets, and then when it'll take you straight to the ticket page where you can scroll down and click on in Vogue. But if you'll put in the code Real Talk, REALTALK, you'll get 50% off. So tickets will cost somewhere between $20 and $40.
Look
with
at
that code.
Look
That's
at
what
that.
I'm talking about.
For
That's
how
right.
long? For how long would that promo work?
That will actually be Thursday.
Say that again. You cut out.
Today through Sunday. I'm sorry.
Through
Thursday
Sunday.
through Sunday.
All right.
Yep.
Today through Sunday. If you want to purchase a ticket to In Vogue, which is May 7th, 5:30 at the amphitheater right here in Gadsden, Alabama, go to the city of Gadsden and you'll type in Real Talk, right? Did I say that right?
Yeah, so you go to cityofgadsden.com, and then there's on the homepage there's a button that says buy tickets, or click here for tickets, and it'll take you to go to In Vogue, and when the promo code will be Real Talk, and that'll get you 50% off.
50% off. Look at that. Look at that.
That's
Y'all
right.
Go ahead and clap for
just
that.
Because we love you guys.
That's because he loves us guys. And just because you had opportunity to watch Real Talk and see John Moore right here, the head man, getting everything lined up, he was willing to give you 50% off. Listen, in this time and day and what's going on in our economy, we definitely can use a break. So y'all do that. Go ahead and get your tickets right now. It's from today until Sunday. It's only good from today to Sunday. So go ahead and grab those tickets. Bishop, what else you got for us?
Well, no, I would like to ask, and I was just thinking about this, John. As the Director of Commercial Development and Community Affairs, having gone through now a term with this mayor, what is the maybe top thing, the one thing that you're most excited about or proud about with this first term, with your involvement?
Well, that's a tough question. Exciting about, I do think that, we're getting ready to break ground on the Gadsden Athletic Center. I think that's an actual game changer for the city of Gadsden because of the amount of tournaments that you're going to start seeing us bringing in, the amount of people that can really come in and visit with Gadsden, and that's just going to really increase the amount of revenue that the city can attract. The Top Golf, the lighted golf course, the remodeling of the pro shop out there at Twin Bridges. I think that you'll start seeing a lot more people coming out and utilizing our golf course. Not that they're not already. I think that having the Coosa Harbor getting ready to break ground, I think that that's a huge deal. We've landed one hotel the other day, and I've got two more that are on the way. I think that you'll start seeing as we progress over the next couple of years, you'll start seeing what we've been talking about for 2 years is now starting to break ground. In another 18 months, it'll all be in fruition and it'll all be at play. So I think I'm just excited at the fact of where the city of Gadsden is going. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. And just on that note, I think the days of the excuse of not having anything to do in our city is like, you got to say bye-bye to it. Because if you want something to do, there's, whether that's through the city or things that people are doing in the city or whatever, it's becoming an entertainment spot.
Yeah,
And so I'm excited about
1,000%.
that. Yeah.
I,
Excited
I
about
I'll
that.
give you an example. We have a concert with the Aerosmith tribute band at the Amp this weekend, and then we've got the Alabama tribute coming in the next, and Vogue's coming in right behind it. And on that Friday and Saturday night behind In Vogue is an arts festival
Mhm.
downtown. And then right behind that is the Strawberry Festival that will be held
Right.
right over there by the Amp. So it's just a constant something's happening, and there's so much to do in Gadsden that I hadn't even started on what's going on at the venue. They got dual and pianos coming up in a
Yeah,
couple
I
of
saw
weeks.
that. I'm very
Yeah.
interested in that. As a musician, I'm very interested in it. And I hope it's
Yeah.
on the day that I'll be able
Yes.
to be there. And then you mentioned the what arts on the it used to be on the fall at the
Yes, and it's
fall.
got Arts on Broad now, and Ray is doing a great job with the museum down there, and he's brought this whole festival. He's got so many people coming from out of the state to come down and participate at the Arts Festival on Broad Street, and it will be it's a pretty big event. In fact, I encourage everybody to go out there and try that. But we've got restaurants that are coming to us now and asking us, hey, where can we go? We've got just, in the days of us having to go out and beg people to come to Gadsden is no longer there. It's just now we get to choose who we want to come to Gadsden more so than
Right.
anything. So, and that's attributed back to the Mayor Ford and his aggressiveness and he, pushing the city forward. You know how he is. He don't sleep. He just just 90 to nothing all the time. And so the excitement, energy that he demands out of us and that he brings to City Hall every single day is you can kind of see the last 4 years where we're headed, and over the next 4 years, hopefully if the citizens will allow us to stay in another 4,
Right. Exactly.
what we can accomplish in 4 more years.
And I'll say this, just a couple things to that. Really, when you look at this administration or you look at the administration, the council and all, it's amazing that we've been able to already start those new projects, because a lot of projects we were either finishing or seeing through, and just pushing on through and getting them done as well. So it is fast paced. And the one thing that I can say about Mayor Ford is that he is forward thinking. He's forward thinking. He has a vision and he's locked and loaded.
No
Locked
doubt.
with that vision. But I will say this: if you did not get a chance to see the Lantern Festival, if you think going to the Falls for Christmas is amazing. The Lantern Festival was like something I had never seen before. Just all the lanterns
Yes.
and things like that. I didn't know. I had a couple of pictures, but I didn't know if I didn't get them to my colleague in time, so I didn't know if he could throw them up.
Yeah.
But it was a good event. We're seeing things come to our city that normally we've had to leave the city. Because I remember growing up going to Atlanta every year for ice skating, and now we have ice skating at Christmas time. So we don't really have to leave for this entertainment now. So
that's right, and that's what we teach, and that's what I search for. That's what me and that's what my team searches for on a daily basis, is how do we bring things to Gadsden that you would typically not get a chance to do unless you left. And so, and even with that said, we've got this thing coming in at the end of July. I think it's the 24th and 25th, or the 25th and 26th. But it's going to be our big back to school bash, right? And it's called Slide the City, and it's a 1,000-foot water slide. Or slip and slide, I should say. It's about 40 feet wide, and we're going to be putting it on 3rd Street that goes right beside Riverview. This Slide the City typically shows up like in Orlando or Philadelphia, Dallas, in the major cities, and this thing's coming to Gadsden, Alabama. You know what I mean? So people in the area will be able to enjoy things that you've never been able to chance to experience. Because of what we bring, what the excitement and the things that we're trying to bring to Gadsden. So, I heard what you were saying earlier. I've heard 1,000 times I can't believe the Lantern Festival was actually in Gadsden. That's just typically that's something you would leave the city for. So, you know, that's what we're looking for every day when we get up and go to work.
Awesome. So are you gonna be the first to do the slide?
Absolutely.
You think that's by accident or he did that on purpose?
We didn't hear any of it. Your connection.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. Say that again.
I said I'm going to be the first one down it with a big bottle of baby oil.
Oh Lord!
I'll see how fast I can get on the way at the very end.
Okay.
No Diddy.
That's right, no Diddy. He probably has some.
You're a miss.
Funny.
Harris Heard, what's going on, Mr. Pooh Nanny? Glad to have you on, man. But yes, man, we're excited about everything that is taking place and everything that is going on. Give our people something to look forward to. You know, one thing that I have an issue with is that we always have to go somewhere else, and sometimes we have to go far off in order to enjoy and have a good time. And, you know, it's just good to be able to walk out your front door and go somewhere close by to enjoy yourself right here in home. So thank you all for bringing these interesting people to our city. Very gifted and talented people to our city, so that we can we don't have to admire them from afar. We can actually look right at them and enjoy our festivities as well, because you sharing with us about the renovation at the AMP, I haven't been there in a while, and I do remember those hard bricks. So I'm excited about what kind of renovations you done there.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's you ever been to? So if you look at pictures of Red Rocks out in Colorado, it's a pretty good sized, famous amphitheater. That's sort of the inspiration of what we were looking for when we decided to do the renovations. So, I hope that you see that type of quality when you walk in.
It's nice. Awesome. It really is. The stage, you won't hardly recognize the stage when you go. You won't. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Now, do you have? Are you still contracting out the sound, or do you have set sound there at the AMP?
So we actually are contracting it out right now. It's kind of funny you say that, because we're working through the federal government to actually get a grant to purchase lighting and sound for the stage, and we're almost. Right now, I think we're just basically waiting on the check. We've gone through the approval processes, and now it's just a matter of them sending us back a letter saying that we got the money and to start the bid process.
That's always a plus. Because when you're contracting out sound, you don't never know. It's costly, and you never know how it's going to be. You know, when you bring somebody else in, but when you have your own stuff there, that's a whole different.
Sometimes the lighting and sound costs just as much as the artist does.
Yeah.
To be honest,
and everyone needs to know that, and I don't know what In Vogue costs, but I do have friends that have professional singers that they have a tendency of bringing to Gadsden. And I've heard some costs in the past. They're not cheap. So if they're bringing these individuals here to Gadsden, please go out and support it, because they are really sinking some money into using these individuals and bringing these individuals here. They're coming this way. They're supposed to be nearby, right? Or do they? In Vogue?
When you say nearby, like are you saying that? Will they be staying in Gadsden?
Are they doing a tour?
Yeah, they're on a tour. They're actually with Salt and Pepper TLC. I think they're out of the country right now because they don't come back in until I think it's next week. they'll be back in because they've got to do a promo video for us
Right.
as soon as they land. So I do think that it's a big deal, and you're right. The artists these days are not cheap. That's kind of why you start seeing a lot of these people going away from these big festivals and things like that. And it's just because if you're not packing in a 60,000 seat arena, that sometimes it's just hard to justify the cost. And with the amphitheater, it seats about between about 1,800 seats. And so at the end of the day, all I'm trying to really do is just cover the cost of the acts,
Right.
and just kind of break even. As long as I'm breaking even on the concerts, I'm providing a service back to the citizens and to the community. And so that's sort of the way we look at it.
Right.
Right. And so I have a simple math is I just basically take the amount of money that they charge us and I just divide it by 1,000 to 1,200 tickets, and that's basically what the ticket price comes out to be.
Right. So can you share again what the average price of the tickets are?
So right now they're about $80. Yeah, they're $80 for the front rows, and then they're $55 for the mid rows, and I think they're $40 at the top. And so with that Real Talk 50% off, you'll be able to get them for half of that. So
I want to get on the front row. Your best bet is go ahead and get them now.
That's right. So $40.
Yeah.
With it. So, if you're a huge En Vogue fan and want to see a high energy show, and I'm talking, this is a quality, this is not a band that's coming in that's they're going to be bringing it the whole entire night.
Right. Right.
So the energy that these type of bands come in with and the amount of lighting and sound that they require, it'll be something you probably have never seen in Gadsden before, just to be honest with you.
Awesome. So I was just looking the other day because I've been hearing a lot of people trying to gather some tickets for Usher and Chris Brown, and they're finna tag team and do a concert. And I saw on the front row where tickets was $1,500.
Yeah,
and
I can imagine those guys.
I was seeing a lot of women talking about, hey, anybody want to? They'll try to come up by any means necessary to get that money in order to go get their tickets because they want to get over there and see Chris Brown and Earth.
You need to stop.
I'm telling you, they're expensive. I'm saying all of that because people don't realize how expensive these groups are. And to get these people, the more you support what we have coming in, the more you'll see. If they see that, we'll gamble on this and bring them in here, and we can at least get our money that we put in, and everybody be satisfied. If the city gonna support the entertainment that we're bringing in, we don't mind giving them more entertainment.
That's right.
Pastor Jones is a gospel promoter. He take a loss most of the time every time he bring an artist here because people don't support it. So all I'm saying is people go out and support what we have going on in our city. That's all I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, let me ask a question as it relates to the on Megan. West Megan, help me.
Gadsden Athletic Center.
Athletic Center. Is it not going to be a big auditorium in there as well? Is that?
Yes,
that's part of it as well?
8 basketball courts.
Yeah.
And so it's I think it's around. See, if I understood it right, I think it's 110 yards. It's basically the size of a football field. From the inside of the fencing area. So not only is it 100 yards, and 52 yards wide, it's literally probably 120 yards long and 60 yards wide. So, and we're actually talking about how we could turn that into an indoor event center.
Okay.
I've already had the conversations on that. If we were to take and risk a lot of money to bring back Riverfest, I was telling the mayor one day, we were talking about it, and I was like, we could always try to figure out a way to turn that auditorium into a rain out date, because that's the biggest part about these outdoor events is, man, if you catch some bad weather, you're risking a lot of money real quick. And the artists, the amount of money the artists charge these days, you're risking a lot. Usher and Chris Brown, I'm going to guess is over north of 1.5 million for those two. Oh, yeah. If I'm guessing, and it might be north of 2. I don't know. But those and so when you start trying to bring artists and acts like that to a festival, and you've got 6 or 8 of them stacked in there, you're in for quite a lot of money.
Exactly.
So having that Gadsden Athletic Center will more opportunity for us to do larger events, and in fact they designed to be able to bring in an indoor stage and set it up like they would at BJCC or something like that. Maybe not quite that many people, but we could probably put 6,000 or 8,000 in there.
Let me ask you something concerning that the athletic center that we're building. I asked the question, and I'm just throwing this out here because maybe you can tell me if it's a possibility. You know how when the area tournaments or regional tournament, Northeast regional tournaments is held in Jacksonville with the basketball teams?
Sure.
Is it a possibility that we may receive a bid on that here in Gadsden? Or will it be?
Yeah, I think so. We've got a company that we're actually going to be hiring to run the athletic center for us. It's kind of, when you start looking at that type of the company or the amount of business that it's going to be bringing in, it's going to have some really, really large structuring of a corporation to be able to produce the amount of money that it's going to need to take to run it. And so we've hired a company called Sports Facility Corporation. I think we've met with them several times, and they run several facilities like this across the country. They have the one in Albertville, and they have the one Hoover Met in Birmingham. And so those guys, they know what they're doing.
Right.
And so that's the reason. I go back to what I was saying earlier was that, the Mayor Ford, he's doing things in Gadsden that nobody's ever done before. Going in and hiring a large corporation to run a athletic center to bring in just huge amounts of tournaments and to manage that facility and do what it's going to bring to Gadsden is just going to be amazing. And once again, the things that's coming in the next 24 months, it has never actually been done in Gadsden. And so because of the mindset and the vision that the mayor has.
Right.
So yeah, I think that once we hire that company, I think that they'll go out and look for those type of regional tournaments, those high school tournaments, I think that they'll go and look for junior college tournaments to come to Gadsden, and you'll start seeing a lot more activity on that West Megan. In fact, just the reason why we chose that area was 2 reasons. Number one was because West Megan Complex had gotten to the point where it was just, it had run its course and it needed to be probably demoed. And the second reason was to try to really re-energize that West Megan area over there. So it's with that new company coming to the steel plant, Mint, and having the Gadsden Athletic Center coming in over there, I really think that you're going to really start seeing West Megan grow. And that area will be coming back to being what it was known for over the last 100 years. So I'm excited about that, just to see the growth on West Megan.
Exactly. Sounds good. I think Katrina Davis was asking about the membership fee, and I believe the mayor said around $65. It's going to kind of run kind of close to that when he was on our show, but it is going to be membership driven.
I think that, and if you really are interested in joining, I do think that they'll have a pretty good membership drive, and I think there'll be some lower membership rates when they start taking those membership. So I do think that I think it would be lower than that, possibly that first 1,000 that sign up or whatever. So I would be on the watch for that over the next couple of months. I think that they're going to start maybe in the fall, start doing the early enrollments. So I would try to catch one of those if you really want to, if you're really interested and serious about joining.
One last question from me.
Sure.
That is, when the mayor was on, he made mention about that Mint already had contract that had to be out, I believe, by November of this year, and that they was going to do a mock a shop and go ahead and start hiring people and training them and start producing those car parts. Are there posting hiring positions yet? And if so, where can people go to apply for the particular job?
So I think with that, I would look towards the IDA. I would get on the Industrial Development Authority's website. Typically, David Hooks kind of handles and helps them with job fairs and job postings and things like that. So I would probably direct everybody to that IDA for us, more so than from the city.
Okay.
But yeah, he's right. Memphis coming. I mean, the great thing about, I don't know if anybody who didn't get a chance to come to that, the announcement out at the steel plant. Memphis brought in, I think, like 40 customers that day, and I know that several of those guys, called back on Monday and placed orders with them just because of the big announcement and being a part of it. So my hat's off to Mint for what they had done over there. So it's exciting. I think it's a big game changer for Gadsden. I think that once it gets online, and I know there's a couple of more announcements coming over the next couple of weeks, and then if once they land something at the I do think that this area, I don't think people understand what we've got coming over the next couple of years. It's probably one of the most exciting times to live in Gadsden. Right.
Now, Adrian Reed, which is she works with me on the school board, education.
I do know Adrian.
She also worked at the employment office, and she said if you want to know information about the particular plant Mint that is coming, go to workforce.alabama.gov. Workforce.alabama.gov. There's some information for you to go ahead and you see I have it posted right there. Workforce.alabama.gov. And maybe you can get more information on how to apply for the positions or the jobs whenever they come available. Okay. All right. I think John got that look on his face. He froze. You there, John?
Can you hear me?
I think you kind of.
Did you lose him?
He went out.
Yeah.
Great information tonight. Thank you, Adrian, for sharing that with us. Thank you for tuning in and watching, so you can help out with some of the information that our viewers are asking and looking for. Wonderful. A lot of good information, a lot of good things taking place in the city. Bishop, you have anything else?
No, good information. I just encourage, those of you who are In Vogue fans. My aunt wants to go, so I'm gonna make sure that I get in on that on the special before Sunday.
Yeah. Because yes, I mean that's a big discount.
Right.
And we appreciate Mr. Moore for making that happen. That was a surprise to me that he did that. So put that promo Real Talk in the promo code, get 50% off on your tickets to watch In Vogue here on May 7th. You have from today until Sunday to get that 50% off of your tickets. Front row seats is going to be around $80. There are different seats available, different prices, but you can get 50% off your tickets if you go ahead right now to the City of Gadsden website and you'll purchase your tickets there for In Vogue for May 7th, 5:30 at the AMP right here in Gadsden, Alabama. And in the promo section, put in Real Talk and you'll get 50% off your tickets, okay? Looking forward. Anything else you have? Matter of fact, just let's show some love to Mr. Moore. He's watching. He's not on, but he's watching. Let's show some love.
Yeah.
Y'all flood the timeline with hearts, huh?
He said, thank you for having him on. His connection must be bad.
That's fine. But we thank him for all the information that he shared with us on tonight. Okay. Anything else you have?
No, I don't.
We saw we didn't have Tamara on, but everyone deserves a break every now and then, and we thank you all. Listen, next Thursday, I'm excited. I'm beating my chest because I have a special person coming on to share on Real Talk. It's none other than my baby girl, Zoe Huff. She's going to be our special guest. She has just accepted a scholarship to UAB, and she also made the cheerleader squad. So she have an academic and an athletic a scholarship there at the UAB. So I'm excited about my baby graduating in May and pursuing her dreams to the University of Alabama, Birmingham. And so she's going to be our guest on next week. So y'all look forward to that. And we may have someone else on, but we definitely going to have my baby girl. Okay? Go ahead.
Before we go off, though, I would like to I know we have some viewers on, and I know there's a lot taking place everywhere, all in the nation, in the world. I understand that. But our hearts go out to the family of Shreveport, Louisiana, where the devastation of those 8 children who were killed by their father, and I think 7 of those children were his kids. So, let's just pray for that family. That's devastation, and mothers are fighting for their lives. And we just ask God's peace, strength, and healing over that family, that entire family. And let's just remember them every day. We don't have to know them. We don't have to live next to them. But anytime you hear something that devastating, it tugs on your heart, and we really just want to pray for that family, for that city, that community, those schools and all, because that's a pretty devastating situation.
Yeah, that was very sad. Nobody wins in that situation. Nobody. Mental health, and I have my t-shirt on. Mental health matters all day, every day. Mental health matters. And one thing that I learned when you and I first started doing this, you said something that I have used this every opportunity I get. It's okay not to be okay. Tell somebody you're not okay. We don't know what happened, but whatever happened, somehow, some way, I feel it could have been avoided. So, when things get heavy, let somebody know things are heavy. Don't try to house that yourself, but share. Please share with someone that they can help you get the proper help that you really need. Okay? All right. Well, Tanya, it's been fun.
Wonderful show. Wonderful
show.
Thank John Moore for coming on and just updating us. And y'all go out and get those 50% off tickets.
That's right. Y'all have a wonderful one. Make sure you get to the City of Gadsden website before Monday because, well, before Sunday, and put that promo code in and get your tickets so you can get that discount, okay, and enjoy great show from the famous In Vogue. Y'all have a good one. Have a great, blessed night.